evening, everyone, and welcome to Rome, Georgia, and Barron Stadium between this game between the Cherokee Warriors and the Rome Wolves. I'm accompanied with Chuck Chambers, my color commentator, and Jay Speaks on the technological things that we have here. You're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live, and what a beautiful evening we are, and what a setting we have. Nice wind blowing, and Chuck, what a nice evening we have so far, right?
It's my first time over here in Rome, Steve. This is a beautiful facility. This field couldn't look any better. This is a great place to watch a ball game on Friday Night Lights.
You know, and not only does the Rome Wolves have the advantage of playing here, but a lot of the local high schools have a chance to play here, as well as Shorter and Berry College. And so this Rome City is really taking really good care of this, and it's been here for a long, long time. And I'll talk to you a little bit later about one of my adventures here at Rome and Barron Stadium. Well, Chuck, last week we had a really nice, exciting game and a good victory for the Warriors against Sequoia High School. Sequoia could have tied the game on an extra point. They decided to go for two and ended up getting a 2-point short of a 2-point conversion, and Cherokee winning that ball game.
They did what I thought they would do, Steve. I would have put my money on the quarterback running it in that play, trying to get that 2 points. Go ahead and take that victory. It was a non-region game, so it didn't count against either team in the region, but you wanted to win it, and I think that was Sequoia's best chance to win it, and luckily Cherokee stepped up and made the stop.
This pregame is brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Grego Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elwell Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and Xerox Photography. If anybody watched the show the other day with Coach Shaw, very concerned about the speed, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I know, Chuck, you will in your pregame talk a little bit later. Speed of these, the running backs and these defensive backs that Rome has.
They, like you said, they got speed on both sides of the ball, offense and defensive. They've got big, fast players, and they're going to put them on display for us here tonight.
And they got a sophomore quarterback, but it's not because they don't have one, because he is an outstanding quarterback. If we've gone back and we looked at the clips, he can run it, he can pass it, and he can run off the run. Plus, he has a nice accomplishment of some skilled players with him, as you just kind of do. Not saying anything about the tight end.
The tight end's going to be special. He's about a 6'2", 220-pound junior, I believe. Already getting some looks for some major colleges. A lot of these kids on this Rome roster are getting looks already from major colleges, and they're underclassmen. They're juniors and sophomores. Reese Fountain, he's a sophomore quarterback like you mentioned. He's about 6'2", 185 pounds, so he's going to be a load to handle. He can run it and throw it, so we're really going to have to be on our toes on defense tonight.
And then number 4, the junior cornerback and running back, a wide receiver. You can put him anywhere, Martell Height, who's got an offer from University of Florida.
They play these guys on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. They go with the old school method of get your best players on the field and keep them on the field, and they do that here at Rome for sure. That's what I would do too. My best players, I want all 11 of them on the field, and that's what we're going to see out of Rome tonight, I believe.
Well, it was a nice, easy trip over here, and we're so excited to be able to bring this game to you tonight. It's probably, 5 minutes before we get the national anthem, and when we do, we're going to take a pause. And the color guards got their backs to us. They'll be marching out on the field and bringing us the national anthem here in a minute. And we just want to thank you for coming. You know, as we talk at Cherokee High School, we already know A.J. Swan's committed to Maryland and Darius Harshaw is committed to Utah. And so we have those two pieces, but we have some other pieces offensively that A.J. can go to as well.
This year we've added Toby Thompson, number 4. You know, he's committed to Army. He's going up to West Point this year, and they've recruited him as a tight end. He's been playing some tight end for us, does a good job blocking. But I know early in the scrimmage this year he caught a touchdown pass, so he can catch a football as well. So AJ's got a lot of weapons he can use. So
and he don't let Coach Shaw know that. He don't let him forget about that. He said, "Coach, I've scored in the last 3 games or whatever it was at the time." And so I know that Arm is excited about him, but also Cherokee High School is really excited about the accomplishments and the progress of this young man.
Well, you got to love a kid that wants the ball. Give me the ball, coach. That's what he's out there for. And if a man doesn't want the ball, I don't know what we can do with him. But he wants it. Everybody does. So I'm excited to not see who AJ starts to spread this ball around with tonight. Hit some new receivers. And, you know, Zy Johnson did a good job against Sequoia last week running the ball. That offensive line did a good job blocking for him. So it'll be interesting to see how they do tonight against this big defensive line that Rome's going to put out.
We're early in the season, but Zy Johnson, I think he knocked out over 130 yards rushing. And that offensive line, Ryan Chanley, Asher Allred, Ben Rice, Colt Childers, Levin Smith, they did an outstanding job. And they're going to have to do that tonight.
They're going to have to do that like we were talking about earlier with these college recruits. Rome's got big 91, Stefan Green on their D-line. He's already got an offer from Georgia. He's a junior. So it'll be a big contest tonight for Cherokee's offensive line to see if they can stop them.
And then, of course, on the other side of the ball, you're looking at Cherokee's defense. You're lined up with Toby Thompson, Tanner Dollyhigh, and Javon Hobson, that front line there. So they're going to come at you, and you made a comment, you know, they're going to be challenged with a big offensive line.
They are, and Rome's got a good quarterback, good running back, and Byron Hill. But our number one tackler this season is number 14, Tyler Goddard. You know, he's doing a great job going to the ball, making sure tackles. So I look for him to have a big night tonight.
And then, of course, we have the linebackers, Jordan Simmons, Goddard, as you just mentioned, and Daniel Green, who's been playing really well. They're going to have to have big nights out of them as well. And we also talked about containing, keeping them inside the edge, cover the edge, make them turn the play in.
It's always better when you turn the runner into your buddies and get some help. You got pursuit coming, always turn the guy in, keep him inside, set that edge, and I think you're going to be well taken care of.
And then one of the captains tonight, Keegan Baker and Chase Goddard. Chase at strong safety and then free safety, Keegan Baker. They've been doing a really nice job.
You know, Matthew Traynor is a big athlete from Sequoia last week. Chase Goddard came up and got a big sack, huge turning point of the game last week. So he's going to get some opportunities tonight to really show his talents.
After the national anthem, we're going to come back. Chuck's going to have the starting lineups for Cherokee Warriors, and I'll have it for the Rome Wolves.
Presents our national anthem. Please remain standing following the national anthem until the colors exit the playing surface.
Very nice job by the band of Rome High School and the color guard. National anthem here at Barron Stadium in Rome.
Special shout out to that drum line.
Yes, sir.
That young man played the drums the entire song, so he did a great job on that.
The starting lineups for Cherokee coming to you by Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elbow Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, G-Rocks Photography.
Tonight's starters for your offensive Cherokee Warriors, number 67, a left tackle, a senior, Ryan Chanley. Number 63, a senior left guard, Asher Allred. At center, number 61, a senior, Ben Rice. Starting at right guard, a senior, number 72, Colt Childers. And at right tackle, number 62, Le'Veon Naismith. At wide receiver, number 6, Adam Fullen. At wide receiver, number 2, senior, Aiden Moore. Also receiving is number 9, Keegan Baker. And number 12, a senior, wide receiver, Adarius Harshaw. Your starting running back is number 25, a junior, Zai Johnson. Fullback is number 4, a senior, Toby Thompson. And your starting quarterback for your Warriors is number 10, a senior, A.J. Swan. Your starting defense tonight for your Cherokee Warriors. On the line is number 4, a senior, Toby Thompson, a defensive tackle. The nose tackle is number 60, Tanner Dollyhigh, and a defensive tackle is number 30, Javon Hobson. Your linebackers are number 23 playing the Sam position, Dominique Jordan. At the Mike linebacker position is number 7, Kyan Simmons. Starting at the Will linebacker position is number 14, Tyler Goddard. Starting at the jackback is number 15, Daniel Young. Your cornerbacks are number 11, Evan Beeger. Cornerback number 22, a senior, Ryan O'Keefe. Strong safety is number 16, Chase Goddard. And free safety is number 9, Keegan Baker.
Thank you, Chuck. Starting lineups offensively for the Rome Wolves. At tight end, number 36, Josh Ellard. At left tackle, number 54, a senior, Endon Wright. At left guard, number 58, a junior, Tim Baltimore. At center, number 51, a senior, Zarian Vilsaint. At right guard, number 70, a senior, Desmond McCombs. At right tackle, number 64, a senior, Walker Norton. At tight end, number 12, a senior, Martavius Collins. The quarterback, number 2, a sophomore, Reese Fountain. At one wingback or wide receiver, number 4, a junior, and he's a good one, Martell Height. At wide receiver, number 3, a sophomore, Declan Daniel. At a wide receiver, number 11, a junior, William Bray. At running back, number 19, a senior, Byron Hill. On the defensive side of the ball for Rome, defensive end, number 48, a sophomore, Trey Adams. A defensive tackle, number 91, a junior, Stephen Green. Defensive tackle, number 92, a junior, Tyson Brown. A defensive end, number 7, a senior, Jalen White. An outside linebacker, number 32, a junior, Grant Bullard. Inside linebacker, number 52, a senior, Jaireen Griffin. The inside linebacker, number 44, a sophomore, Alto Moore. One cornerback, number 19, a senior, Byron Hill. And the other cornerback, number 4, junior, Martell Height. As Chuck said, they go both ways. At free safety, number 10, Jaden Harum. And at strong safety, number 42, a senior, Jaisoa Barose. The return men will be number 19, Byron Hill, and number 4, Martell Height. And I just pray that we kick it in the end zone.
Let's kick it in the end zone. Their return game is very, very strong. They can take it to the house every kickoff.
Captain's
but I
out
think
in
with tonight's weather, Joel Stahl will have a good shot at getting it in the end zone like he did at West Forsyth against Mays.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Shaw. We felt like last week the moisture in the air had a lot to do with it. He did get a couple in the end zone after that. But the captains right now are in center field. Number 9, Keegan Baker. Number 22, Ryan O'Keefe. Number 10, A.J. Swan. And number 72, Colt Childers for the Warriors. Martell Height, number 4 for Rome. Number 70, a senior, Desmond McCombs. Number 64, a senior, Walker Norton. And I think that's, looks like number 7. Jalen White, captains. Cherokee will be receiving. We got football coming very soon. Banner for the Warriors comes up. It's Warriors out of this world. They'll be breaking through the banner very soon. And of course, the Wolves on the left side will be coming out of a, I don't know, what do you call that, Chuck?
I'm going to call that coming out of the Wolves' mouth.
There you go.
I'm going to say they're going to run out of the Wolves' mouth. They got the smoke going, and here they come.
And then there goes the Wolf. Here comes the Warriors, led by Javon Hobson.
Well, Steve, if you like the pep band, it seems like this is your night because we're sitting right in the middle of them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna battle them a little bit tonight. But
Chuck, I want to talk about Lake Arrowhead Church Golfing for Children. It's on September 24th. It's an off date. This goes to children in the community, Muss Ministries, Goshen Valley, and Cherokee County School District. So if you want to go golfing, that's on the 24th. You can be a corporate sponsor, gold sponsor. More information, you can look up Lake Arrowhead on the internet. That is lakearrowheadchurch@gmail.com. You can give them a call at 770-479-3886. And Mike Gibney, 770-862-1618. What a great cause it is. Darius Harshaw now back for the Warriors. And number 19, I'm not sure who that is for the Warriors.
Brady Gillen, number 19, Brady Gillen back.
Brady Gillen back with the Darius Harshaw. Gary Gonzalez, I think, is kicker. And we're underway. It's going to come down to at the 10. Looking for running, trying to get outside. He can't do it. Got back to the 18-yard line. Good coverage by Rome. He was looking for that alley, trying to break one.
Darius was looking for the edge. Number 3, DeKalen Daniel, had it blocked off, turning back inside.
See what Coach Pierce wants to establish. I'm sure they're going to try to establish that running game first. Wouldn't you think, Chuck?
I hope the Zais can run the ball like he did last week, this offensive line. We'll see how they match up against the big defensive line of Rome.
We got trips at the bottom of the screen. Darius Harshaw in the inside. That's a handoff. And stopped right at the point of attack.
Just a simple little handoff. Rome had that middle clogged up for no running room.
Adam Fullen coming in. Toby Thompson coming out. 2nd and 9, gave him 1 yard. Empty backfield. Trips the bottom of your screen, single at the top. Harshaw isolated at the top. 1-on-1. Toss to Harshaw. Good. No, incomplete. Thought he had it.
Rome just had cover 0 that time and brought the rush on him. AJ had to get rid of it a little sooner than he wanted to.
I mean,
Adarius
that was
just couldn't
almost
handle
perfect timing right there. He let that ball go before Adarius turned around, and you hope that your receivers are looking.
Rome's going to look to bring a lot of pressure off this D-line.
3rd and 9. Single set running back. Twins at the bottom, single at the top. AJ gets a snap, straight back, a little flick. It's out to Harshaw, 25, across the 30. That was Zai Johnson, nice play. There's a flag on the play, however.
Number 63, Asher Allred, had a great block that time. Give A.J. Swan time to get rid of that football. They waved it off, Steve. They waved off the flag.
Okay, waved off the flag. So that's a big gain for the Warriors. Nice pitch and catch, Swan to Johnson. Now at the 34-yard line, the Warriors are. We just started the ball game. We're in Barron Stadium in Rome, Georgia. Martell Height, defensive down here on the big boy. Caleb Richardson, excuse me. Wide out. And not much gain on that one, about a yard.
Just a little swing pass. Rome did a good job covering that up. We're showing a lot of different lineups for our offense to start this game. Trying to mix it up a little bit.
Toby Thompson coming out, Anna Fullen back in, trips at the bottom of your screen. Harshaw in tight at the top of your screen. Single running back. Little middle screen. Incomplete to Harshaw.
Adarius just ran a little cross pattern. Ball hit his hands, but 32 came up and made a good hit on him. That's Grant Bullard for Rome.
3rd and 9. We just started the ball game, first series. Penalty on Cherokee. It's going to move Cherokee back 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Caleb Richardson down at the bottom of your screen. Toby Thompson coming back in. Adam Fullen out. Looks like they're doing a sub almost every other play on that, Chuck.
Trying to get a lot of different personnel to change up the look against these Rome defense.
2 at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. Zai Johnson, the single setback. A.J. Swan trying to scramble, and he's going to be taken down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
A.J. was able to avoid the rush that time, but Rome, looking downfield, had us all covered up. There was no place for A.J. to throw the ball.
On the punt, Martell Height back. Cherokee's going to have to really cover these punts. A.J. Swan punting. That defensive start brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel. Offensive that was. It'll be defense as well. AJ gets it away. Her fair catch made by Height at the 42-yard line. Cherokee bringing that defense on. If you just moved the area, you're looking for a good tire company. That's Tire Company, Canton Tire and Wheel. Go in and check them out. They do other things besides putting tires on your car, but my wife and I have used Canton Tire and Wheel for many, many years. Very dependable. The people do the work. Awesome people. Fountain now, waiting for the snap. He gives the ball off the right side and gets about 4 or 5 yards.
Tackle made by number 7, Kyan Simmons. Number 21, Morgan Cox, was also in on that tackle.
2nd and 4. Close to the first down.
Rome just ran a little inside handoff. Cherokee did a good job at the line. Stopped him short.
2nd and short. They haven't moved the yard line marker. Oh, it is a first down. They give him a first down. Ball setting at the 48-yard line. Josh Ellard, the fullback. Number 3, Decalon Daniel on the left side. Fountain waiting for the snap. He's going to pass, quick pass across the middle, caught at the 35-yard line, inside the 35-yard line.
Rome just ran a little slant pass to number 4, Martell Height. Able to hit it for a quick pickup and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Height on the run off that left side, and he's at the knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard. There's a flag on the play. Keegan Baker on that tackle.
Rome lined up that time in the little wild wolf. They put number 4 at quarterback, Martell Height. He just took the snap and ran around the left side.
It's really good blocking over there. See what the officials are going to discuss and come away with.
I think it was a late hit on us, Steve, across the field. Looked like he called personal foul.
Be half the distance to the goal. So Rome is setting at the 9-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Cherokee's going to have to dig that defense in. This defense brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel. Handoff outside, and just bulls ahead, takes on 2 tacklers.
Number 13, Ryan Martin Jr. with that tackle.
2nd and go, same run. Just a bull in there. Good stop by the Warriors. It's 3rd down and goal from about the 1-yard line. Boy, he just takes on the tacklers, don't he?
Good gang tackle that time by the Warriors. Number 21, Morgan Cox. Number 7,
They're going
Kyan
really
Simmons.
quickly right now. Fountain now, 3rd and go, under 8 minutes left. The 4th down.
That was a good stand that time by the Warriors. That middle of that defensive line stood up, stopped him short of the goal line.
Boy, we're talking Toby Thompson, Kyan Simmons, Javon Hobson, Tanner Dollyhigh. Think they'll still go ahead, or you think they'll get a
They're going to go for it. They've got their
go
whole
to the middle?
playbook.
Think they'll try to bull it in?
They're going to keep running it.
Oh. It's against Cherokee. According to the
Looks like they're going to get us for all sides.
Can't be more than 2 inches, right? So 4th and goal. Height way out. Touchdown.
They just had 2 lead blockers in the backfield, handed it off to number 19, Byron Hill. We had a guy that almost stopped him, but he slipped past him and got in for 6.
That was 4th and goal. The Warriors did a really great job. Just couldn't
finish the
hold it.
drill that time, Steve.
That's
Just couldn't
right.
finish it.
Waiting for the extra point. Extra point is good. I missed who got the. He said who was the touchdown?
Byron Hill.
Byron Hill. Rome takes the lead 7-0 with 6:57 left to go in the first quarter. They sort of got down inside that 10-yard line. They just bowled ahead.
Just simple handoffs. They got a couple guys lead blocking for Byron Hill, which he doesn't need much blocking.
He's a load.
He's a load to handle.
Yes, sir.
But it looks like that's probably going to be Rome's game plan tonight. Establish that run, and then they're going to open it up, I feel like, later on as this game carries on.
Darius Harshaw will be back.
That's number 19, Pops Jamerson. Pops Jamerson.
Jay was telling me Pops this last weekend. He was a little bit under the weather. It's good to see him back out on the field.
If he gets in the open field, he can definitely take it to the house.
Yeah, we got a whistle flag. I guess they lined up off sides. So I think they're going to be kicking from the 35. I probably shouldn't anticipate that. Hey, if you're watching tonight, give us a text, 770-843-9878. You're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. Jay speaks on the camera. Chuck Chambers, color commentator. Gary Gonzalez kicking the ball. Another squib at the 20-yard line. Darius Harshaw gets a crease. He's out to the 40, 45, down at the 50-yard line. Good run by Darius Harshaw. So that sets the Warriors up in great field position. And that run's brought to you by Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Marietta Highway. Give them a call at 770-479-2844.
Pops Jamerson, number 19, did a good job blocking downfield for that. Probably freed up Darius for an extra 20 yards on that run back.
And one of my friends, a West Rome Chieftain, Mr. Dilmas Reed, is watching. Mr. Reed played on the state championship team at West Rome High School. You might remember Jared Reed, the running back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sending that. Cherokee now, 2-2 on both sides. Handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage. Cherokee got the ball on the drive, first drive, couldn't move the ball. They did it for a couple of first downs. And then Rome took the ball, drove it in. Cherokee's tough inside the 10-yard line, but finally got the touchdown. Give me a yard on that, 2nd and 9, right at the 50-yard line. AJ looking to the sidelines. 3 at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. Now they drop out. Looked like they were showing blitz. Play clock is 5. To Adam Fullen, no gain.
Just a little screen pass to Adam Fullen. Caught the ball, and the Rome defender was right there to meet him with the ball.
You know, I know that play's supposed to develop a little slower till everything gets cleared out. Just seems like a little bit slower than what normally would be.
We're definitely going to have to speed our offense up.
3rd and 11 for the Warriors. Passing down, let's see if Rome brings a blitz. They're sitting with 3 linebackers back. They're not. Catch by Caleb Henderson. It's good for a first down.
That time, number 5, Caleb Richardson did a little curl route, came back to the ball, able to pick up that first down.
That was a really good comeback. By Richardson. Cherokee at the 40-yard line, moving the ball. Nice play, pass and catch. Oh, bad snap. AJ threw that ball and looked like the wide receiver, Harshaw, was tackled before the ball got there. I don't know, that's just my perspective.
That's just a high snap. AJ's probably 6'3", 6'4", but that was for a 6'8" quarterback. But he made a good play on the ball, bounced right up to him. They were able to get rid of it for no loss.
About a 10-yard loss, maybe even more. All right, so 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. Cy Johnson, the single setback. Twins at the bottom, single at the top. Pass was caught by Richardson, excuse me. It's good. About a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Just a quick little out to Caleb that time. Rome was right there on it.
Toby Thompson now on the top of your screen. AJ waiting. Cy Johnson in the backfield. Looking to the sideline. 3rd and 8. Now they're coming up. Now they're dropping back. Linebacker comes back. AJ trying to flush, trying to get out. He gets outside. Incomplete.
AJ did a good time avoiding the rush that time. Number 25, Zy Johnson, did a good job picking up a block. He had a little bit of heat on that ball, and Adair's just good to come up with it.
You know, one thing, the receivers kept working, like you talked about, Chuck. But I know one thing, number 19, Bryson Hill, was all over Adarius. But AJ, you're right, did a really good job. Okay, so Swanby punting. It's like maybe they're going for it. 4th and 8. I think he's in back.
Probably going to try a little pooch kick here, try to pin them deep.
Nobody's back for Rome. Snap is good. Nice punt, good roll. Goes off inside the 20-yard line. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Rome up, 7-0. We're glad that you're here this evening. We're at Rome High School, or Rome, Georgia, at Barron Stadium. Cherokee Warriors and the Rome Wolves. Cherokee won in a tight ball game last year. Very much of a nail biter, and it's going to be another exciting game tonight.
These teams have only played twice, and we got the first victory at our place last year, 21-14.
This defensive stand will be for the Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons. Fake inside, running back gets the ball to the 20-yard line. You know, when they put height in motion, they fake that pass to him, you know, they hand the ball off. Boy, you know, it's hard not to bite on that.
It is. He's so talented. You got to watch him every time. But that tackle that time was made by number 22, Ryan O'Keefe, with a good sheer tackle.
2nd and 5. Now you got Stack down at the bottom. And that's tackle, looks like a first down. That's by number 4, Chris Smith on that carry.
Just an inside handoff. Offensive line opened up a hole right up the middle. Tyler Goddard was able to make the stop.
New set of downs from the 27-yard line. Handoff, straight ahead running. I mean, they just go really hard, hit that hole.
They're just trying to pound our middle. Cherokee defensive line did a good job that time, stacking him up. Maybe a gain of 1 or so.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Daniel Young in there on that play. Fountain, little flip pass out to Height, and he bullets himself ahead to the first down. Oh, I'm sorry, Dalen Daniel on that one.
Rome just lined up 5 wide that time, spread us out all over the field. Number 3 just did a little kick out, hit him for a short pass, but able to pick up the first down. They've got a lot of weapons on this Rome offense. You got to account for every one of them.
New set of downs at the 39-yard line. They started this drive inside the 18-yard line, inside the 20. Rolling right. Long pass, incomplete.
Chase Goddard and Ryan O'Keefe had good coverage that time. He just did a little rollout to his right, but overthrew his receiver.
2nd and 10. Rome scored, 6:57 left to go in the first quarter. And we are right now at 2:30 left in the first quarter. Extra point was good, 7-0. 2nd and 10. Handoff, going right side. Straight ahead, good. Team tackling.
Good gang tackle that time by Morgan Cox and Tyler Goddard.
Cayenne Simmons also in there. It's a pickup about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
They just checked in a Darius Harshaw on defense.
3rd and 7. 3rd and 6. Man in motion, right to left. Looking, trying to flash, going long. Caught at the 25-yard line. DeKalian Daniel on that catch.
We got a Warrior down on the other side of the field, Steve.
A big collision on that catch just after he caught that ball.
Looks like that could be a Darius Harshaw.
I hope the young man's going to be okay. That was a pretty big collision. 7-0 in favor of the Wolves, and they are moving the ball again. This defensive stop brought to you by Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute. Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons. If you ever needed surgery like me several years ago, I had my shoulder surgery. Dr. Rhodes did it, and I can say my shoulder is totally healed. Give them a call at 770-517-6636.
Steve, I want to give a shout out to my main man, Mike Miller. Mike Miller was a superstar basketball player at Sequoia High School back in early 90s. He was on that first winning team that Sequoia ever had, along with myself. And just a great, great basketball player.
We got a text from Ed Ragsdale's watching. Thank you for your comments. He says, somebody else says, sounding great, guys. Thanks for the video tonight. Looks good. Phil Mackerkin from Waleska. Enjoying the coverage tonight, as I have for several years now. The production quality keeps getting better and better.
It's those subscribers, Steve. The more subscribers, the better Jay makes the video.
John C. sent that out to us. Thank you, class of 1992. Appreciate your comments. All right, so Darius is walking off gingerly, but I would hope that he'll be back in the ball game sooner if not later, right?
Sooner is preferred.
Yes, sir. At the 25-yard line, new set of downs. That's Height on the white on a swing, and he gets out to the side and knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's close to another first down. He did get a first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal.
Rome that time they just ran a little toss sweep to one of their playmakers, Martell Height.
And good blocking out there.
Good blocking.
They led the way of that blocking.
Got that edge.
1st and goal at the 10. inside to the big man. He just pounds ahead. Come all left tackle, and he's not playing when he gets that ball.
He ran hard, but that time Kyan Simmons came up and made a big hit on him, stopped him right at about the down line.
Clock running at 1:14. Play clock is at 27 seconds. The line is already lined up for Rome. Fountain has him. Single running back. To Flemister. Knocked out of bounds.
Rome just brought number 8, Cameron Flemister, out of the backfield that time. A little swing pass. But Cherokee was able to recover and keep him out of the end zone.
3rd and goal. Bulling ahead. Great job by defense. It is 4th down. Under a minute to go. 40 seconds. Clock is running.
There's some hitting going on down there tonight, Steve. Number 7, Kyan Simmons, again with a big hit.
I would imagine they're going to go for it. I can't imagine not. And Fountain has the ball. Man in motion. Gives it a jet sweep.
Marked him short.
Down at the goal line. Cherokee on a goal line stand. Great ball pursuit. Lateral ball pursuit. And that is defensive stop by Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center by the Warriors.
Javon Hobson, that time, number 30, was able to stop him from turning it upfield, pushed him out a little further, and a couple of Warriors came in and stopped him short of the goal line.
What a great defensive stand that was for the Warriors. Hey, they bent, but they didn't break, and you said it before.
That's the goal. Keeping them out of the end zone is the key. They did a good job that time.
15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. As the sun goes down in the west, we're at Barron Stadium. Cherokee Warriors versus the Rome Wolves. Need to have a good snap here. Can't have a bad snap. You got to be fundamentally sound back here. Toby Thompson dropped back for a little extra help on blocking. Snap is good. And Johnson gets out, gets a couple of yards.
I think that was Aiden Moore that time.
Yes,
Steve,
sir,
number 2.
It was Aiden Moore. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. And somebody stops the clock. I guess Rome stops the clock. They want us to do another snap. Or is that official timeout for some reason? Neither team's going to the sideline. Oh, they're putting more time on the clock. Now 8 seconds left. Now the clock is going. Cherokee will let it go down. We'll start the second quarter from the other end zone. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Rome 7. Cherokee just had a great defensive stand, holding Rome out of that end zone. That was brought to you by Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center. Want to recognize all our sponsors this time: Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel and Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Orwell Family Dentistry, and Latterman Construction Company of Ball Ground, Georgia, and Xerox Photography. Well, Chuck, that was an exciting first quarter already as the band's playing in the background. Probably sounds like they're on our microphones.
Well, I think we've seen what Rome's going to try to do tonight. They're going to ground and pound that football, and when they get the opportunity, they're going to go downfield to their big receivers. But I want to say our offensive line is doing a good job keeping that pass rush off of A.J. He's had to slide around the pocket a couple of times and make some moves, but for the most part, they're doing a good job.
I'd like to see that the run get a little bit more established, and then it'll hopefully open up a little bit of the passing game. Right now, we got our back to the goal line at the 5-yard line.
Looks like we may try to use Aiden Moore, number 2. He's a bigger back. He's about 6'2", 220 pounds.
Snapping the ball from the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and 8. Now coming over left to right. Handoff, good run room, and that's a first down. That was Aiden Moore.
Just a simple little handoff. Aiden Moore came up to the line, sidestepped a couple of guys, able to pick up that huge first down for the Warriors.
First and 10 for the Warriors at the 14-yard line. New set of downs. Again, stacked up right at the line, but Cherokee pushed that ball ahead a little bit. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 yards. Gain of a yard.
Aiden just kept moving his feet and grinding, picked up 2 hard yards.
Second and 8. Play clock at 17. Rolling out right. Pass caught right to the sticks.
That time,
Keegan Baker.
Number 9, Keegan Baker just ran a little stop pattern, turned around at the stick.
All right, they marked him short, so it's 3rd and less than a yard. Aiden Moore still in there. A.J. Swan up under, no, he's going to take a direct snap. Rome lines up, 4-man down lineman. Toby Thompson right to left. Handoff. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's 4th down. It's going to be 4th down for the Warriors. Cherokee. Coach Shaw's rolling the dice. He looks like he's going to go for it or maybe draw him off sides.
Maybe try to do that hard count.
I know for sure he don't want to hand that ball back over. Maybe a pooch kick, yep. Oh. Looks going to be short. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
We were almost able to flip the field that time, Steve, but just came up short.
So Roman's at the 47-yard line, and that's where they're going to be putting it in. 9:26 left to go in the half. So from the 47-yard line, Fountain has him out. Martell Height, the Florida recruit, down the bottom of the line. They give it off to big number 8, Cameron Flemister. Kyan Simmons on that tackle. Pick up 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Now from the 43-yard line. Rolling right. Looking to pass. Laid out. Caught the ball. That was Declan Daniel.
Just a rollout to his right that time by Reese Fountain. Hit his man, took a little shot from Kyan Simmons on that, but popped right back up.
32-yard line, 1st and 10. New set of downs. Just bullheaded. They're running 3-4 yards at a pop. Toby Thompson coming back in.
We got 4 or 5 guys hanging on him, but Byron Hill, they're able to drag him for that pickup.
Adam Fullen out. That's some massive bodies down there. Just going straight ahead.
Number 15, Daniel Young, made the initial contact. Got some help from his friends.
3rd down and 1. That was number 24, Denoris Jackson, on that run.
That's just simple power football. Hand it off and pick up 3.
First and down. 1st and 10. From the 20-yard line, Chase Gardner on a tackle. Inside the red zone. Straight drop back. Looking. Being flushed out of the pocket and throws the ball away. Good defense by those backs.
Good coverage downfield by the Warriors. Number 15, Daniel Young, is able to come up and put a lot of pressure on him. But there's a flag down, Steve. Intentional grounding.
Yeah, we saw that last week too, didn't we?
We did.
It's going to bring the ball back to the 31-yard line. This defensive stop is brought to you by Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper. Fountain now, nobody in the backfield. Trips at the bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. Everybody out on the pass pattern. Wide receiver screen to Height. Good defense by the Warriors. Pick up about 5 yards.
They just swing number 3 that time. DeKalen Daniel out, hit him with a short pass. Cherokee was able to come up and make the tackle.
3rd and 17. Coming down to the bottom of the screen, you have number 36, Josh Ellard. And you got Height down here, I believe. Looking. Pass complete to Height, out of bounds. That's the
Cherokee just dropped back in the zone coverage. They brought number 8, Fleminster, across the middle.
4th and 9 at the 18-yard line. Field goal kickers in from the 25. It'll be a 35-yard field goal with 6:52 left to go in the half. Field goal is good.
Steve, that was a nice hold from the Warrior defense. Only hold them to a field goal. Cherokee's going to have to start moving a little quicker on offense, get this offense rolling a little bit, keep our defense on the sideline to give them some rest.
35-yard field goal by Gonzalez makes the score now 10-0, 6:47 left to go in the first half. Cherokee's going to should get a sustained offensive drive going here now.
I'd like to see us finish this quarter with a touchdown. You got Pops Jamison and Zai Johnson back to receive this kick.
It's going to be short at the 15-yard line. Stumbles and falls across the 20-yard line. That was Pops Jamison. That's where Cherokee put it in play. This offense is set brought to you by the Wallace Financial Group of 4390 Ernie Road, Suite 200 in Woodstock, 770-751-7411. Need a financial packet? Give Phil Wallace a call. Be able to set you up with financial packet. The Wallace Financial Group. It's crucial set of downs for the Warriors right now. A.J. Swan has them up, 20-yard, 1-yard line. Single running back. Maybe 1 yard.
Just a little inside handoff, but there's not a lot of running room there.
You made a comment a little bit. This is big boy football tonight. They're really putting some licks on out there. 6:15 left to go in the half. Cherokee with the ball. No gain on the previous play. 2nd and 10. Twins at the bottom, single at the top. Single set running back. Now Johnson left to right. Wide receiver screen. Wow, that was a good defense by that cornerback. Just beat the block.
That was good defense. That was just a little screen pass. We had a blocker out there, but Rome was able to come up and put a hit on both of them, take it down.
2-yard loss on that. That pass to Adam Fullen. 3rd and 11. 5:34 left to go in the half. Cherokee down 10-0. Rome up 10-0. How you want to say it?
Looks like Rome's lined up to bring some pressure.
Now they come out of it. And I think it's either a timeout or a delay of the game. So that'll move Cherokee back 5 yards. Third and 15. 3rd and 17, they're saying. Oh, miscommunication there. That was for Richardson. And
AJ just dropped back, thought he was going to run an out pattern. The receiver ran maybe a post play. Just overthrew it.
Martell Height back to receive the punt. A.J. Swan back to punt. Snap is good. Kicks off the side of the foot. It's going to be a short kick. Actually, in the coaching staff over there for Cherokee.
Steve, want to give a little shout out to Presley Clark, Lily Griffin's at home watching us on YouTube Live. They got little Cooper with them watching the game. So big shout out to them. They couldn't make it tonight, but they're tuned in watching, pulling for the Warriors.
Glad you ladies are watching. Can't wait to see y'all on that court this summer, this winter. Okay, Fountain has them up. Man in motion, Height. Hand off to big man. He gets about 2 yards. Under 5 minutes left to go.
Inside handoff that time. Tyler Goddard came up and made a good stick on him. But Byron Hill runs that football hard, Steve.
He really does. You know, all these Rome backs really hit it hard. They put their helmet in there and get what they can get. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. Hill again. Darian Smith, I guess, the running back this time.
Number 7, Kyan Simmons, came up and made another big tackle.
You mentioned Kyan's name quite a few times tonight. He's in the middle of it all, isn't he?
He's making his presence known.
Cameron Flemister in, and he just got the ball. Ran right side. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Flemister just came out of the backfield, ran a little out pattern. Reese Fountain was able to hit him for a nice pickup. Big 3rd down conversion here for the Warriors.
Cherokee moving some of their men around. Cherokee almost jumped off sides. No flag. Fountain looking to the sideline. Now he has his play. Now Rome wants a little timeout. Hey, Daniel Lawson is a well and respected pest control company. They've been in business since 1983, over 35 years. They're fully licensed and trained technicians. Satisfaction guaranteed. Yes, you can call for a free quote. 770-735-4707. And yes, they are proud sponsors of Cherokee High School football. Well, Chuck, Rome's got a few options to do here on 4th and 2. They can go outside. They can go to the big man inside, Byron Hill, or they can fake it and try a little drop-off pass, whatever.
If it were me, I'd go to big number 12, the tight end, Martavius Collins. He's a big target. Just go down 3 yards, turn around.
They haven't even hit him yet tonight, have they?
They haven't used him much. They hadn't needed it. They've been running the football on us. But I've said it all year and said it last year. These coaches do a good job making the adjustments. So let's see what they come up with to try to slow down this run a little bit.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Got your message. We are so pleased to be able to bring you these ball games. Watching your grandson Keegan play tonight. All right, here we go. 4th down and 1. And a 1st down. Inside the 20-yard line. Rome in the red zone.
Just a little tall sweep that time to Martell. Height. We had good pursuit, but he was able to pick up the 2 yards needed for the 1st down.
Clock is running. 3:07 left. We got all kind of time. They still got timeouts on the board. From the 17-yard line, Fountain. Man in motion, Flemister. Being rushed out. He's got running room. And he'll run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And a new set of downs.
Reese Fountain just dropped back that time. We had good coverage downfield. He was able to scramble. We had a guy chasing him. But Reese showed his speed and able to get out of bounds.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Clock to stop. Bulling ahead, Flemister. Down about the 2-yard line. Really quickly, line back up on the ball. Flemister, the single running back. And we got a whistle. Offsides against Cherokee. Half the distance to the goal.
Rome jumped into that hurry-up offense. Cherokee didn't get set that time, had a man offsides.
Down at the 2-yard line, inside the 2-yard line. 2:30 left to go and a half. Rome up 10-0. Fountain waiting for the snap. He has it. Bulling ahead into the end zone for a touchdown. That was Flemister, I believe.
That was Flemister, number 8. Just power football, Steve. They're just handing it off. Blockers are blocking. Running backs are picking up the yards.
bring in Gary Gonzalez, the field goal kicker. An extra point. It's up and good.
Is good. An 8-play, 48-yard drive. Touchdown King on a 1-yard run by C.J. Glenister. The extra point by Gary Gonzalez was good.
17-0 in favor of Rome with 2:22 left to go in the half.
17, Cherokee, nothing.
Also want to thank our sponsor, G-Rocks Photography. Greg Spell takes a lot of pictures of our Cherokee athletes in all sports, and he allows us to post them on social media, and we want to thank Greg for that.
Steve, want to give out a shout out to one of our fellow broadcasters over there at Darby Road tonight, Derek Griffin. He's sorry he couldn't make it out to Rome tonight. He's laid up right now with a double pulled groin and double hamstring. Tried to be a young man last night and play softball. May have strained himself a little bit.
Derek, we're thinking about you, man. Got our prayers going. Little line drive this time at the 8-yard line. Jamison does a nice job on the return.
That was a tough ball to handle on the kickoff. He did a good job catching it and then just put his head down and was able to pick up 15 or 20 yards.
2:16 left to go in the half. 17-0 in favor of Rome. If you're watching tonight, we've already got some texts. Chuck's getting them, I'm getting them, Jay's getting them. 770-843-9878. Thank you for watching.
Let's see if we can start up this 2-minute offense. Maybe try to go downfield a little bit.
Trips at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. Single set running back. That's Zy Johnson. A.J. Swan gets it. Height almost got in front of that. It was incomplete. But he had that corner covered pretty good, didn't he?
He had him covered up pretty good. It took a perfect pass.
On that left side, top of your screen, that is Caleb Richardson. Big, tall receiver, about 6'6", basketball player, as Chuck has said. Now coming out of the backfield to Zy Johnson. It's about no gain. You know, I noticed Rome's moving around their linebackers and jumping people around a little bit, trying to confuse us on our blocking assignments.
They're disguising their defense pretty good. We just ran a little swing pass that time, but just couldn't get loose on the edge.
That was just a small gain, 141 left to go in the half. Zy Johnson moves left to right. Oh, bad snap. AJ's got it though. Nice passing catch at the 45, the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Warriors. No flags, no flags.
That time, A.J. just scrambled around in the pocket. Caleb Richardson came across the middle. A.J. with a strike to him, made a great catch, and then he did the rest. Had a little help on the blocking, but took it in for 6.
You know, Chuck, that's just what you talked about. If we get 7 on the board before halftime, that's exactly what happened. That was a touchdown brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel. Cherokee now use the old swinging gate. Now they're going for punt formation or extra point. Joel Stahl waiting for the snap. Kick is up and good.
Nice to see Joel Stahl get back on track with that PAT.
That was a big boost for that Cherokee offense, getting that touchdown. And you know what? Once Henderson, AJ, first of all, did a great job getting out, scrambling. But then after Richardson caught that pass, he did a great job eluding tacklers, getting in the end zone.
He made a couple of moves, nice moves for a big man. And
you,
then showed his speed about that 15-yard line, turned it on, and took it on into the house.
Yeah, no, exactly. I was surprised of his speed, big man like that. Basketball coaches ought to like that one. I know Coach Shaw liked that one.
Coach Shaw loved that. I loved it, Steve.
I did too. At halftime, we're going to take a little break, and then Chuck will be back, catch you up on the scoring at halftime. We might catch you up on some local scores as well. 17-7, favor of Rome. We started that drive at the 21-yard line, didn't we? It's like a 79-yard drive.
Yes, sir.
That ball is going in the end zone. Nice job.
Like I just mentioned, it's nice to see Joel Stahl back.
Exactly. Cherokee bringing that defense back on. Toby Thompson, Tanner Dollyhide, Javon Hobson. Linebackers, Jordan, Simmons, Goddard, and Young. Ryan O'Keefe, Bigger at the corners. Chase Goddard, strong safety, and Keegan Baker at the free safety.
Big defensive stance right here. I'd look for them to go down the field. They hadn't went deep very often, but they definitely got the talent to do it.
I think they'll probably keep it on the ground, wouldn't you think? Yeah, oh, yes. That's Jamerson up the middle, picks up about 8 yards. No, that was Smith, number 15. Second and 2. Trying to buy time, throws the ball away. 43 seconds. Good thing about that, Chuck, it killed the clock.
Cherokee did a good job that time covering the man out of the backfield. They've hit us a couple of times on that. Chase Goddard came up, had him covered up. Fountain had nowhere to go with the football.
Coach Harvey and Coach Shaw, they would love nothing better than to have them punting with under 40 seconds left. Big play here, though. 3rd down and 4. Handoff. It's going to be stopped short. Good defense. Cherokee might call a timeout, and he did.
That was good defense. Tyler Goddard came off the edge, got an arm on his foot, able to trip him up, and the line did the rest.
A great defensive stop by the Warriors. They're going to get the ball back. We'll see how much longer. I don't know. 37.3 left to go in the third, or in the half. 17-7 is the score. Trying to get their return team all set up. And they haven't punted yet tonight, have they?
They have not.
Matter of fact, on the scouting report, we don't even know who the punter is. I never saw him practicing.
I think it may be number 17, Corey Gardhigh, but we'll see when they come out. Hopefully Pops Jamerson, if he's back, and get another nice return like he did, give us a chance to put something in the end zone.
Has Adarius been back in since he went to the sideline?
He has not checked back in the game yet. We'll try to get a halftime report on him.
Aiden Moore's going back. Looks like they're only going to have one back to return. That defensive stop brought to you by Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated. And 4th down. It's going to get away from it. It's going to be a positive bounce for Rome. It's going to go inside the 25-yard line. Cherokee's going to have 24.8 seconds left. Well, you go long or two or try to intermediate pass to the sidelines.
I say you take your momentum that you just gained by scoring that touchdown and shutting them down right there. Maybe take this into half.
Rome gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so Cherokee's at the 24-yard line.
Want to give a shout out, Steve, to Mally and Ty. They're watching on the YouTube, Steve Major Sports /live. Free to subscribe to. Just hit that subscribe button. You can watch every game that we do.
Cherokee's going to take a knee. They're going to run the end of the quarter or half. They're going to take it to the locker room. And that's the last stop. So I think that's pretty smart, actually. Don't throw an interception or, a fumble or anything like that. Talk about it at halftime. Come back out, start fresh in the third quarter.
Don't chance anything on their side of the field. I like it. I like the touchdown we scored. We know we can move the ball now, so let's see what we come up with at halftime. Start this second half with.
We want to thank you for our sponsors, Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Forward, Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elbow Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and Xerox Photography. Chuck, Jay, and I, we're going to be back after the break, but right now we're going to let you listen to the bands. Thank you for watching. You're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. Yeah. So. There you go.
Second quarter, Carrollton 28, Jonesboro nothing. Second quarter, Chapel Hill 13, Paulding County nothing. Second quarter, Sequoia 21, Cass 16. Third quarter, Hebron Christian 14, Woodland 14.
Here at Barron Stadium at halftime, where the Rome Wolves lead the Cherokee Warriors 17-7. It's been quite an interesting half. We'll find out what we got coming up in the second half, and Chuck's going to give you the scoring recap. And the sponsors for Cherokee High School football and Steve Major Sports is Kenton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elbow Family Dentistry, and Latimer Construction Company, and G-Rocks Photography. Chuck, go ahead and give us the lineup and tell us what happened in the first half.
Steve Rome started the scoring off when Byron Hill ran it in from 68 yards to make the score 7-0 Rome. At the 6:47 mark, Gonzalez hit a 35-yard field goal to put the Rome Wolves up 10-0. At 2:22 in the first quarter, Cameron Flemster ran it in to take the score to 17-0. On Cherokee's scoring drive, A.J. Swan hit Caleb Richardson across the middle for a 62-yard touchdown with great blocking by Adam Fullen to free him up for the last 20. And that brings the score 17-7 Rome Wolves at the half.
And Rome will get the ball to start the third quarter. Cherokee's talking to their defense, see if they can get some stops. I want to do a shout out to Mrs. Fullen. And she says, "Hi, Steve. I'm watching my son, Adam Fullen, play tonight from home since I'm under the weather. I hope you get better, Mrs. Fullen." She just wanted to say that a big thank you in capital letters for making this possible. I'm very appreciative to you and your crew. You guys are best, capital letters, and we absolutely appreciate that, Mrs. Fullen. And we do appreciate your son, Adam, what he does on the football field, along with all the other players, and I think Chuck probably has a special to do about Adam.
And he won the unsung player last week for the Warriors. So he does a lot of little things that not very many people want to do, but he does it to do anything he can to help the football team. And we're thankful to have players like that.
Chuck, we got about 3 minutes left to go, but I got to tell you this story about when I was a younger coach. I used to coach in Cedartown, and I also coached track and field a couple of years. The local newspaper, the Rome News Tribune, they always had a big college and high school track and field meet. And these colleges would come in, high schools from all over the state would come in Alabama, and it would be huge. And when I was on the other side, the home side, being one of the coaches, they were doing the field events. And down on this, I guess it would be the north end or pretty much north end, they had the hammer throw going on, okay?
Right.
And it was a nice sunny afternoon day. Coaches were sitting under the goalposts and stuff like that with their hands back. And this hammer guy got to go, and I was sitting over there watching this. He got roll around, and the hammer and the cable went the wrong direction. It wrapped around this near goalpost here, and it wrapped around, and the vertical part of that goalpost teetered and fell to the ground. And you wanted to see somebody scramble. Those jokers scrambled faster than you could imagine. I think it was the same Saturday that they had the discus throwers going over here, and I was on the other side. And we always told our kids, be careful where you are with the discus and the hammers.
Right, right.
And so these guys were walking, a couple of coaches or maybe runners were walking with their back to the discus, and this guy lets the discus go. It's out of bounds, and the guy's coming along, and it's neck level, and somebody says, duck. And when he ducked, the discus went right over his head. And I don't want to even think of what would happen if they hadn't said duck.
You never know what you're going to see at a track meet. Thank goodness for the goalposts, or somebody may have got that chain wrapped around their neck.
Exactly, or hit him on top of the head that they got. They were actually athletic enough to get out of there. You know, I've seen many football games here. I scouted for Cedartown, but that's one of the biggest memories I've had of being in Barron Stadium.
That's something you won't ever forget there.
That's for sure. And we got about under 40 seconds left to go before we start the third quarter of play. And you're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. We're at Barron Stadium in Rome between the Rome Wolves and the Cherokee Warriors. Chuck, we'll find out what we're going to do here in the second half. First of all, we got to come out and have a good defensive stand.
They get the ball at the Rome Wolves get the ball here out of halftime. So it'll be a big stop for the Warriors if they can get off the field and get our offense back on. I think we may see some downfield passing this second half, so I'm excited to see what we come out and do.
Okay, for all you Rome fans, Mr. Dilmas Reed just texted me. He said that was probably Larry Kinnerbrew who probably threw that. He was a monster back in the day, man. You get a hold of Mr. Reed, he'll tell you about Larry Kinnerbrew.
Steve, while we got a minute, I want to send a special shout out to Barbara Young. Barbara is an old Cherokee Warrior. She's used to work in the office at Cherokee High School, in the administrative office and the attendants. All her kids, Angela, Cassie, and Tyler, they all came through the program. Her grandboys played at Cherokee baseball, and Barbara lost her husband last week. Terry Young, great man, can't say enough about him. We don't really know what that family's going through. We know it's tough times for them, but just want to give a shout out to a special lady, special to me, always has been, and we want to send all of our thoughts and prayers out to the Young family. They're part of the Warrior program, and we really want to remember those guys.
Mrs. Young, I want to appreciate it and pray for you and all your family members. You're going through a very, very difficult time. Thank you, Chuck, for recognizing Miss Young and her family.
Also, Steve, we failed to mention at the beginning of the game the Steve Major Unsung Player of the Game. This week's recipient for the Unsung Player of the Game is a kid who probably nobody knows about him. Nobody knows this guy's position. You know, they do it and do it and do it, and the only time you know it is if they mess up. But this week's recipient is Jack Wentz. He's the long snapper, and nobody ever calls his name unless he snaps it over the kicker's head. But Jack's got a 3.2 GPA. He's a 4-star long snapper. His goals are to go on next year. He's going to graduate this year, and his goals are to go on to college and be a long snapper in college. So we wish him nothing but the best, and congratulations to Jack Wentz on this week's Steve Major Unsung Player Award.
Congratulations, Jack. Well deserved. I know Chuck had picked you out, and he said, you know what, I think we ought to give it to Jack Wentz. And so we talked about it, and it's a great job. Good job. So as we get ready to start the third quarter, Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elbow Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and G-Rocks Photography. Chuck, I said I didn't have any commercials worked up for Latimer. How about giving us one of your top hot items on Latimer Construction?
Latimer Construction, Steve, we're a do-it-all company. We are a self-performing company. We're general contractor out of Cherokee County. That's where we like to do most of our work. We don't advertise a lot. You're probably one of the only places that we do any advertising with is through the schools and for the kids. But for all your constructions need, call Latimer Construction Company.
And we got a different kicker right now. Or is that Joel Stahl kicking? Yes. Ball's going to hit, and it's going to go out of bounds, which is unusual. But
looks like Joel might have got that one off the side of his foot, and it just kind of carried him to the left and went out of bounds.
Rome will set it up at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. See what kind of adjustments Cherokee makes. This Fountain is really a good quarterback. He's only a sophomore. He's got a lot of accompanying parts that goes with him. Talking about Mr. Height down here at the bottom of the screen, commit to Florida. He's a junior. Rolling right. Pass. Knocked down. Good defense.
That time Rome just rolled the pocket out to Fountain's right. Cayenne Simmons was able to get a big paw on it and knock it out of the air.
Coming left side. Martell Height got about 8 yards on that run.
Martell just lined up in that wild wolf. Came around the left side. Good blocking. Cayenne Simmons made another good tackle.
Fountain. And a big inside run again. Darius Smith, the runner.
That time they faked that little tall sweep they've been running, just the inside handoff. We were able to hit him and stop him short.
Fourth down and 1. And they are going to punt. Or at least a showing punt. Corey Gardai in there to punt. Good snap. Whoa, what a punt that is. Aiden Moore just inside the 20-yard line.
That was a great punt that time by Gardai. We had a lot of pressure coming up the middle, and he was able to get away a good kick. Aiden Moore made a good catch on it.
That was under pressure, too. You never know what's going to happen when you got a lot of pressure coming down.
There was a lot of white shirts coming for that kick, but just couldn't get a hand on it.
That defensive stand is brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel. The offense for the Warriors coming out will be by Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated. Need a good heating and cooling company? My wife and I have used them for many, many years. Give them a call. 770-479-2844. A.J. Swan with singles at the bottom and twins at the top. Pass is caught. And they marked him down, and he wasn't it down, but they called him down.
Looked like he
started
might have
third
had a
quarter.
hand on the ground.
Yeah, I don't believe he got the elbow down. Do you think so? 2nd and 3. Nice pass and catch. Swan to Richardson. 2nd and 3. Incomplete pass. That play looked a little bit off timing there.
It was a little bit off timing. A.J. dropped back to make the pass, and we weren't ready for it. Number 19 may have come in a bit early on it, but no call from the ref.
3rd and 3. At the 26-yard line. Rolling right. Said he was juggling the ball going out of bounds, incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down. 10 minutes exact. Clock is 9:59.
We just kind of rolled the pocket out to the right that time. He tried to hit Keegan Baker on the sideline for a first down, and referee said he was juggling it when he fell out of bounds.
A.J. Swan will be doing the punting. Martell Height back for Rome. Stands inside his 50-yard line. Snap is good. Almost blocked. Across the 50-yard line. Goes down to the 49-yard line. That was close to being blocked.
That was a good kick by A.J. Getting a lot of pressure from his left side. Was able to get off a line drive kick.
Okay, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Fountain to the sideline, incomplete. Pass attempted to Daniels, incomplete.
They just ran a couple of bunch patterns that time and looked like they had a little confusion on Rome.
2nd and 10. Punched up the middle about 4 yards on that one. It's going to be Daniel Young and Morgan Cox on the tackle. Puts the ball at the 48-yard line.
Cameron Flemister just runs the ball hard. Morgan made a good play on that, good stick.
3rd and 7. Height, no, not Height, Flemister. Going for it, incomplete. 4th down, that was the Flemister there.
That was good defense.
Oh, that was at the tight end, I believe.
Martavius Collins just ran a little go pattern.
Yes, sir.
Cayenne Simmons was with him step for step. They able to knock it away at the last second.
Now, Chase Goddard back. And they'll get away from that ball. It's going to go inside the 10-yard line. One thing Rome's done in this half, even though it's a short half so far, they've kept us bottled up.
They've kept the field on their, they've kept us flipped on the field. The kicker's doing a good job for Rome.
This offensive set is brought to you by Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute. Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons, 470 Northside Cherokee Hospital. If you're watching tonight, give us a text, 770-843-9878. We appreciate you watching wherever you are. Chuck Chambers on the color. Jay Speaks on the camera. A.J. Swan has him set up at the 6-yard line. Zy Johnson, the running back. Little pitch pass. And he's met by a couple of Rome Wolves over there.
That time we just ran a little toss sweep. Big number 91. The Georgia recruit, Stephen Green, came in and made the tackle.
Loss of 3 yards. 2nd and 13. AJ trying to scramble. And he just barely got out of that goal line. Third down and long. Cherokee right at their own goal line. From the 1-yard line. Clock is running, 7:35. Rome moving people in and out. Just off the hands. A good passing, almost off of Kayla Richardson's hands. Good toss. Tough break for Richardson. I thought he might draw that one in.
Caleb ran a good pattern that time, little post pattern. Came across the middle, and A.J. just kind of sailed it a little high on him. He's a big receiver, but it was a little bit out of his reach.
Want to shout out to Parker Hennessy and his boys over with Presley. Supporting the Warriors, big group watching. Well, YouTube with on SteveMajorSports.com/live. Glad you guys are watching. Out of the end zone. Punt is good. He's got height on it, right side, 20-yard line, looking for blockers. It's going outside, spins, and tackled inside the 15-yard line. So that's where Rome's going to set it up, inside the 15-yard line.
We were a little late getting down the field covering that kickoff. Martrell showing you why he's a Division I recruit.
He had quite a few moves on that run. Pass knocked away by Tyler Goddard.
Rome just ran a little play action. Tyler Goddard was able to get his hands on it, knock that pass down.
Love the coverage, guys. This is the Gould family. Our son plays for the 8th grade Warriors. Snap, hand off, straight up, left side. Tackled at the 10-yard line. He's up and coming wide receiver, special teams and safety. We're all watching from home in Canton. Thank
Morgan
you for
Cox
watching.
came up to make that stop. Big third down here, Steve.
Third and 8. 3rd and 7. Fountain looking straight drop back. A little flare pass. Knocked out at bounds is Flemister.
Just a little swing pass at the tailback. Tyler Goddard came up, made a good stop.
It's going to be 4th down. Looks like they're going to bring in their field goal team. Gary Gonzalez on a 47-yard field goal. Snap, set down, up, and good. That was a floor play drive for the field goal. Now makes the score 20-7. That comes with 6:24 left to go in the third quarter. So 27 to score after that Gonzalez field goal. This offensive set will be brought to you by Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper. If you need a F-150 or 250, 350, or any kind of vehicle that's Ford going up there, there wasn't any pressure when I bought my truck. They'll treat you well. Schottenkirk Ford at Jasper. Gonzalez kicking off. Fielded at the 14-yard line. Spins his way out to the 30-yard line. Nice return.
I want to give a shout out, Steve, to Mary Jane Scott, and Anthony playing junior Cherokee football tomorrow morning. Good luck to those junior programs.
Cherokee held up currently right down there on the left side, talking to Coach Pierce, the offensive coordinator. A.J. Swan bringing them out. Aiden Moore in the backfield. Toby Thompson. Zy Johnson comes out. Twins at the bottom, single at the top of your screen. Good move running by Aiden Moore. Picks out a couple. Clock running. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Got a nice crowd from Cherokee. And officials stopped the play. Got a Cherokee Warrior down. Sure hope that young man's going to be okay.
Looks like it could be Aiden Moore.
You looking for a new or used vehicle? I recommend Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. They have all types. F-150s, 250s, 350s, Mustangs, Explorers, Expeditions, and many, many other Ford vehicles. I recently bought a F-150 Platinum truck and I love it. There was no pressure by the salesman. The financial asset up was uneventful and smooth. Go to SchottenkirkFordJasper.com, see if your vehicle is there, and then set up an appointment and drop by like I did. You would be glad that you did. Aiden Moore now up on his own power. Possibly could be a cramp, although it's a little cool tonight. Second down and 6.
Rome does a good job swarming to the football, and when they get there, they have bad intentions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aiden Moore's a tough kid. I watched him in the Mays game. Looked like he got his knee pinned behind his head, bounced back after a play or two, came back in the game. So I know he's a tough kid.
Richardson down at the bottom of the screen. Incomplete pass. Trying to set up that little screen pass to the left side.
Rome just brought everybody, and we were able to hook up on the screen.
Third down. And long for the Warriors. Twins at the bottom, Twins at the top. Straight drop back. Incomplete pass. Looked like a post pattern on that play. Cherokee will be punting.
Rome's doing a really good job keeping us covered up downfield. Our receivers are open for a second, but it's got to be perfect timing.
Got Jay Speaks on the camera. He's pinching and bringing it in and pushing it out a little bit. That's a pretty hard job to do. I mean, I can't even sit there in my house, in my office to do that. Nice snap. Nice kick. Caught on the run. Picks up about 4 yards.
That was good coverage that time by the Warriors. That was number 83, Reed Chanley, checked in for A.J. Swan to make that punt.
Rome's going to put it at their 44-yard line.
I think we're going to see a big dose of these running backs right here, Steve.
Yes, sir. You know, we've had some really good defensive stands, too. I mean,
we played good defense this half.
Fountain waiting on the snap. Across the middle, complete. Byron Hill. Oh, Collins is a receiver on that. You know, the one thing about max preps, if you get your offense off the max preps or your lineup, chances are it's going to change.
It's going to be wrong.
2nd and 2 after 8-yard gain inside the Cherokee 50-yard line. Chris Smith on the running back.
Rome just ran a little outside handoff that time. Jax Holcomb was able to make the stop.
Rome setting at the 43-yard line of the Warriors. New set of first down. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. 7-20 in favor of Rome. Fountain across the middle, hits the man. Right there, height. He's fighting for yardage. Kept his feet moving. That's what a good receiver does, or running back.
Rome that time sent Flemington out to the side, a little fake swing pass. Hit number 4, Martell Height, for a nice gain.
Ball is at the 34-yard line. Rome on the move. Number 11 coming down to the bottom of the screen is William Bray. And Height inside of him. He got trips on the left side. Got a tight end. Man in motion left to right. Handoff straight ahead. Flemister battles. Good tackle. Morgan Cox on that tackle, and he wasn't letting him go.
Big hit by Morgan that time. I like to see our guys coming to the football like that. We got a man down on the sideline.
So officials timeout. And which timeout? We're talking about Fast Signs. I want to thank Fast Signs of Canton for being a sponsor for Cherokee High School football. Hey, of course, you know, Fast Signs are well known and respected for the various quality of signs they produce in the Canton area and around the country. They have supported and sponsored many sports at Cherokee High School and the community. Next time you need a sign, go into Fast Signs at 1750 Marietta Highway, Suite 180. You can't miss the Fast Signs logo vehicle in the parking lot. 770-720-6085.
Cherokee Warriors really need to shut them down on this series right here. Try to get the ball back, get a score before the fourth quarter starts.
Martell Height coming to the left side. Got twins at the top of the screen. Man in motion is Height, left to right. Fountain, pass, almost tapped away. Might even, Goddard may have had a chance to get that one, but it was a little high, I guess.
That was Daniel Young that time. May have gotten a finger on it, but able to redirect that pass, shut that lane down. Brings up a big third down here.
I see Aiden Moore in here on defense. On
Aiden Moore just checked in on
yes,
defense.
He did.
Cornerback.
3rd down and 8. Fountain looking. Trying to scramble. Good defense by the Warriors. Great defense.
That was good pressure by Toby Thompson that time. Aiden Moore came up to help. Fountain just had to get rid of the ball. Brings up a 4th down right here.
Kyan Simmons coming back in. Aiden Moore out.
Looks
4th
like they're
down.
keeping the offense on the field, Steve, for this 4th down.
They are. Look out for the tight end. I don't even think they got a tight end right now. You got, and I think we're going to have a timeout. Cherokee on a timeout.
Rome just kept moving their personnel around. We got a little confused on defense. That was a good timeout by Coach Shaw.
Hey, if you have a business, you're trying to give your customers information about social distancing or number of people inside a store or whatever, curbside, mask, gloves, Canton or Fast Signs can do it. 770-720-6085. Go to the website, fastsigns.com/472. 2:53 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Well, we got a break. We got to remember, we have a home game next week. That's sort of unusual, huh?
We hadn't been home in a long minute. Seems like we've been on the road since football started. So it'll be nice to be back at Tommy Becker Field next week.
Another in-county rivalry game with Creekview coming in. Coach Williams, you know, when he was at Reinhardt University, he was my student teacher.
Okay.
He's done a good job.
There's no telling how many Cherokee County residents you've taught in your career, Steve.
That's true, and probably Polk County residents as well. All right, trips to the top of your screen. Single at the bottom. Man in motion, that's Flemister. Going across the middle, caught. 1st down. Martavius Collins was on the receiving end of that pass.
Martavius just ran a little curl pattern, got past the sticks, turned around. Reese Fountain was able to hit him for a 1st down.
Now they put the trips to the top. Same formation, actually. Martavius at the bottom. Handoff this time. Pretty good job by that defense of Cherokee. 2:38 counting going into the 3rd quarter. Rome is in a hurry right now. They got a 13-point lead. Time running down the 3rd quarter. And they're inside the red zone of the Warriors. Flemister back, looking. Caught, Flemister. Out of bounds. Inside the 10-yard lines.
Reese just checked it down that time to Flemister on the outside. He was able to pick up another 1st down. Warriors just kind of lost track of him that time, Steve, and he was wide open in the flat.
2:07 left at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Fountain, quick pass, incomplete. Interception, Warriors.
Little tip drill. Ryan O'Keefe came in to hit it.
That was by Chase Goddard. He was recipient of that little tip. Big stop for the Warriors. All right, Cherokee now again with their backs to the end zone, but at least they have the ball. 2:02 left. Aiden Moore coming in onto the field.
See, we have a change at quarterback. Tanner Savasier is checked into the ball game.
We got a flag. False start on the Warriors.
Don't know what happened, Steve, but we're looking down to the sideline. Starting quarterback A.J. Swan doesn't have his pads on, so it looks like his night may be done. So we got Tanner Savasier, the freshman, checking in.
Tanner's got a lot of promise, a lot of skill. We'll see what he does here. Throws that they tackled immediately. It was a complete pass to Richardson, but they were right there to take him down.
Tanner threw his little swing pass. Caleb Richardson with those big hands went up and got it. Just picked it out of the air. Keep us out of it from getting a safety there.
2nd and 12, there's no gain on that. 1:35, clock running. Twins at the top, man motion, goes right to left. Handoff, Johnson gets outside. Running room, first down. Well, no, I forgot we had lost yardage. Got a penalty on the play against the Warriors.
That was a good run by.
He hit that hole really fast off the left side, Zy Johnson.
That was a good run by Zy that time. Couldn't see what the call was.
Half the distance to go. $1:13 left to go in the third quarter. 20-7 in favor of Rome. Now Rome is really confused. How many men they got? 2, 4, 6, 8. They got 11 out there. Play clock down to 9, 8, 7. This time right side, he gets outside, tackled at the 4 or 5 yard line.
Zy Johnson had a little hole that time, but Bryson Hill, the running back, came up, plays both ways, cornerback and running back, shut the hole down, made a big stop.
3rd and 8, 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Play clock is at 20. Cherokee, it's going to be close. Whether they can run it out or not. It's 10, 9. Right to left, setting up. That's going to be the last play at the end of the third quarter as you hear the buzzer going off. So at the end of 3, it's 20-7 in favor of the Rome Wolves.
Another injury update while we have this timeout, Steve. Adarius Harshaw, number 12, has his pads off. Looks like his night may be done. Not really sure exactly what happened, but a speedy recovery for those two young men.
Ed Ragsdale says, I sure miss announcing Warrior football on Friday nights, but I know I can watch your broadcast live while hanging out on Jackson Lake in Monticello, Georgia. I hope to see you at the Milton game. Thank you, Ed. Rance and Stacy Parker are watching from home. Brayson is there in the stands. Brayson Parker.
Grayson Parker.
You recognize that name?
The Punisher.
Yes, sir.
He's the Punisher.
Barry has their first game tomorrow. Good luck, Brayson.
Brayson was definitely one of the best linebackers to come out of Cherokee High School since they started playing football there. So wish Brayson nothing but good luck in his college career.
Joel Stahl back to punt. Height inside his 40-yard line. Or the Cherokee 40-yard line, let's say that. Just getting ready. This snap will start the fourth quarter. Waiting for the officials to blow it live. They're ready now. Snap is good. Punt is up. Pretty good. Height has it. Trying to get outside. He's at the 30. Inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. That's where Rome will set it up at the 25-yard line.
That was a nice punt, Steve, out of our end zone. We had decent coverage, but number 4, Martell Height, showing why he's one of the best players in the state.
Absolutely. And just a junior. So Fountain brings him out. Declan Daniel here at the bottom of your screen. Hand off to Flemister off left side. Punches it forward. To the 20-yard line. Kyan Simmons on that tackle.
Number 75, Anthony Sisk, was also in on there, Steve. He's checked in for the D-line.
Second and 5 from the 20. Flemister again running left side, picks up a first down to the 10-yard line. Looks to the 11-yard line. Morgan Cox and Tyler Goddard on that tackle. First and 10 at the 11. Hand off, left side. Good tackle.
Big Morgan Cox came up that time.
Morgan
made a good
Cox
hit.
made a nice tackle.
We had a guy get blocked in the back that time. No call from the refs.
It was a pickup of 2 yards. Second and 8. They can get a first down inside the 1-yard line. Looking to the sideline. Clock is stopped. Not sure why the clock is stopped.
I'm not sure either. That was a run play.
It sure was. Running inside left, fighting for yardage. Down inside the 5 till about the 3-yard line.
Javon Hobson made the stop to keep him out of the end zone.
Anthony Sisk out of the ball game. Third down. Stopped by the Warriors down near the goal line.
That was number 46, George Baghdadi, on that tackle. We missed him checking in the game.
That's right. 4th and 1 for a first down. And there's a timeout.
Looks like number 32, Landon Luster, is going to check in for the defensive line.
9:44 left to go in the game. 20-7. The way the official ran out of there, I thought he was going to call something. This defensive stop is brought to you by the Wallace Financial Group, 4390 Ernie Road, Suite 220 in Woodstock, 770-751-7411. You need a financial portfolio, give Philip Wallace the call. They do a great job. All right, so 4th and 1 for a first down.
Let's have a little goal line stance right here, Steve.
Yes, sir. Inside, touchdown.
Rome that time just lined up in their jumbo package, sent 2 blockers ahead. Running back was able to go in basically untouched.
So at 9:20, TD for the Rome Wolves. Gary Gonzalez ready for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Makes the score 27-7. So you mentioned Darius and AJ Swana. We sure hope that those guys can be back in action here real soon.
Don't know exactly what's going on with them, but this game, you know, this is a non-region game. So don't want to take any chances. It's a long season. Got another tough game like you mentioned earlier with Creekview next week. So give these younger guys some experience, some playing time.
You hear the band playing in the background. Teams are coming back on the field for the kickoff.
Looks like Pops Jamison and Zai Johnson are back deep.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that ball hit us or. Our best hope is that it didn't, and
I think it went left to hit that turf and skid it out of bounds.
I got a text from MJ Scott, West Rome High School class of 92. Would like to say thank you all for broadcasting from Barron Stadium in my beautiful hometown of Rome, Georgia. My kids, Abby, freshman at Cherokee, Anthony, a 6th grade junior Warrior football, and I are cheering on our Warriors. Always a chieftain, go Chiefs. And of course, he probably knows Mr. Reed.
Well, we'll forgive him that he's from Rome. Seems like he brought his kids to the right place down at Cherokee, getting that Junior Warrior program, but we appreciate him tuning in and watching
Absolutely.
the broadcast tonight.
And he's right, Rome is a great city. All right, Savasier with the ball. Hand off to Johnson, trying to get outside, spins around, and he is met by several Wolves.
Zai just didn't have a lot of running room that time, just a little handoff from Savasier. Rome Wolves made good pursuit out of that, took him down.
Second 11. Little jet sweep. Coming left side and tackled. Savage waiting for the snap now. Clock is at 8:10. 3rd and 11. Pass incomplete.
Again, that's number 4, Martell Height. In coverage, had Caleb Richardson covered up. Just nowhere for Savage here to throw the football.
4th down, Cherokee be punting. I hope you get a chance to watch the Jai Shaw football show every Wednesday now at 2 o'clock. SteveMajorSports.com/live. Coach Shaw gives the updates on the games being played on Friday night and then the opponents playing on Friday. SteveMajorSports.com/live. Same place you are right now. Nice punt. Nice spiral. And Heights got such good sense. He knew to let that go. Great punt.
That was a great kick by Joel Stahl that time. Not only can he kick a field goal, but he's shown that he can punt the ball down the field too.
You know, Chris, I imagine he spends a lot of time on both of those just as a backup.
Always be prepared is what they used to tell us in high school, Steve. Always be prepared for anything.
You never know when your number's being called. Ball's at the 31-yard line. Fountain waiting for the snap. Man left to right. Handoff left side. Good tackle and good defense by the Warriors. Bogdaddy on that tackle.
That's his second tackle of the night.
2nd and 9 from the 27-yard line. Clock running, 7:18. Declan Daniel down here at the bottom of the screen. He's been a target. Off left side, though. Fighting for yardage to a 1st down. Smith on the ball carrier. Kyan Simmons on that tackle. From the 38-yard line, 37, let's mark it. First and 10 for the Wolves.
24, Chris Smith, Steve, is a sophomore for Rome. He has shown he can run the football hard. They have a stable of running backs over there on that sideline.
Using the clock, 6 seconds under play clock, left side, and tripped up. Smith on the run again. Kyan Simmons again.
Kyan Simmons has played a good football game, Steve. He's been all over the field making plays.
Bogdaddy comes off. 2nd down and 7. .27 seconds on the play clock. Run the clock down probably inside 5 seconds. 5:30 left to go in the ball game. 27-7 is the score. Rome ahead. Got him by the leg, and he spun him around.
That was a nice play. If you can't make the tackle, just hold him up and wait for your friends to get there.
Ball at the 40-yard line. 4:51 left.
Rome's in no hurry. They're content.
Yep.
Feel like they've got this one in hand.
4:35 on the clock. 15 on the play clock. They'll run it down. Oh, he's going to snap it early. Across the middle. Immediately tackled. Morgan Cox on that tackle again. And Tyler Goddard. Down at the bottom of the screen is Declan Daniel. Fountain and the team looking over to the sidelines, get the call.
For some reason, they reset the time clock again. Back to 40.
And now they're going to, 4th down, they're going to punt. They let that clock go off. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Almost a bad snap. But nice kick out of there. Fair catch. Nice catch on that.
Looks like Chase Goddard made that
back
catch.
there, yeah.
A little over the shoulder like a center fielder.
Yeah. Tanner Savazar will have him out. That defensive stop was brought to you by Daniel Lawson, Commercial Pest Control. Need a pest control company, give them a call. 770-735-4707. Savazar is getting his reps tonight. Twins top and the bottom. Almost intercepted. That ball was tipped. Incomplete.
We had a guy across the middle, but that quick defense of Rome was able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
You know, he explained that really quickly. They are quick to the ball.
They're quick to the ball. When they see it, they attack. They attack the runner, and they attack the ball in the air.
2nd and 10. Hand off. Maybe a yard or two. 27-7 to score. Rome up.
You know, Steve, this is a tough ask for the freshman to come in this type of game with this type of talent on defense. So,
yes, sir, it is.
This is some good experience for him later on down the road.
2:33, clock going. 3rd down. Handoff. Ooh, just hit really hard.
I mentioned it earlier, Steve, but when Rome comes to the football, they come with bad intentions. That may have been the biggest hit of the night, but to Zai's credit, he popped up.
Irene Griffin.
Zai's credit, he popped up and was ready to go again.
Joe Stahl into punt. Cherokee looking for another player. They are. There go. They got him sprinting out there. And the play clock. Oh, now they just whistled it again. I don't know what's going on with the play clock, but that was advantage for the Warriors. Height. It's got an alley. Right side, and there's a flag. 1:22 left in the ball game. That was a block in the back on Rome. It's going to be brought back to the 45-yard line.
Number 56, Hayden Fagerstrom, has checked in the ball game.
Holding on that play. Fountain still in the ball game. Punching straight ahead, using that big offensive line. They did that well all night long.
He just ran right up the right guard's backside. Was able to bull in there for about an 8-yard gain.
Approaching 1 minute left to go in the ball game, 27-7. Rome ahead. Cherokee last year won the game at Tommy Baker Field. As Chuck said earlier, it was the only meeting between the two. Play clock down to 20 seconds. And 2nd and 4. Nice defense by the Goddards. Come flying in there off the edge.
That was Tyler Goddard coming in off the edge with a quickness, and that may be the last play we see tonight.
Yeah. 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Running off, Rome's walking off, Cherokee's walking off, and Chuck's going to
Steve, I want to give a real quick shout out to this Cherokee Warrior Nation. They made the drive over. We had a big crowd tonight. They made the drive over from Cherokee and didn't get the outcome that we were looking for, but appreciate the support. And a lot of junior parents, I see them walking around the stadium. So good luck to all the junior programs tomorrow as they go into battle.
Now the junior varsity played last night or 9th grade. Do you know
Junior
any scores?
varsity played last night.
Did they score? What was the score?
They won. I can't remember the score, but they did get a victory last night at Woodstock.
Chuck's going to give you the scoring. Catch up on that. And tell you what's up for next week.
Steve, in the first half, the Rome Wolves started the scoring with a touchdown by Bryson Hill on a run to make the score 7-0. Gary Gonzalez came in at the 6:47 mark, kicked a 35-yard field goal to push the lead to 10-0. At the 2:22 mark of the first quarter, Cameron Flemingston scored on an 8-yard run to make the score 17-0. Cherokee Warriors were able to get on the board with a swan to Caleb Richardson pass across the middle to go in for a 66-yard touchdown to bring the score to 17-7. Then in the third quarter, Gary Gonzalez was able to hit another field goal from 35 yards out to bring the score to 20-7. After that, Chase Goddard made a great play on a tip pass for an interception. And then the last scoring was a 6-yard run by Cameron Flaggerstrom again to make the score 27-7. And that's the way the ball game ends.
Well, Chuck, the offensive play the Warriors scored on, it was really good that they was able to move that ball on that one. And that was just before halftime, but just couldn't do it in the second half. And the defense was on the field again a lot of times like they were last week, but they really, the score would not indicate how well they played. I mean, down inside the 5-yard line, they had kept them 3rd and goal and 4th and goal, and a couple other times down inside the 10-yard line.
I'm with you, Steve, that we had a couple of big stops down on our goal line. The defense did not play bad, in my opinion. The offense just could never get anything generated, get anything going. Rome's defense, we talked about it in the pregame, they're outstanding. They showed us exactly what they're made of. They, like we said, they come to the ball with bad intentions, and they're just a fast, big team, and they showed what they're all made out of.
Well, Cherokee regroup this coming week, and then we get ready for Creekview. It's first home game we've had in a while. We really look forward to calling that ball game. Coach Williams will have his crew ready. Come on over here and Tommy Baker Field, and we'll get together again.
They'll be ready. They're a little upset from last year, losing that game. Think they should have won that one, but the Warriors are going to have to go back and regroup, get some people healed up. We took a little beating physically tonight, so they'll get healed up and they'll be ready to play. There's no doubt in my mind to welcome the Grizzlies into Tommy Baker Field next week.
Well, I want to thank all the sponsors for Cherokee High School football and Steve Major Sports, Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Jimmy Gibson, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Oil Family Dentistry, and Latimer Construction Company of Ballground, and G-Rocks Photography. For our cameraman, Jay Speaks, and the color combinator, Chuck Chambers. You've been watching SteveMajorSports.com/live from Rome, Georgia. Hope you have a good evening and a big football day tomorrow in college football and this weekend. Happy Labor Day.
Go Dogs.
Good night, everybody.